Now who wanna move crossing on? Now who wanna move out on? If you got stripes and you let the city know you rock 'em, yeah we got 'em, yeah we fought 'em. Like that black and orange bottle, bingo bottle, never stop it. To the beast and know 'em. Who they rockin' with the diamond stripes, flossing on the ring. Cincinnati, she's our queen, we gon' show the world.
What's up, everybody? This is Ted Karras of the Cincinnati Bengals and the Cincy Hat, and you're watching Bengals and Brews.
Drink that beer, Teddy Karras. We got race cars in the background at Dustin's, I'm assuming.
No, I gotta cut my pad. It's 70 and sunny. It's Friday the 13th, and it's my birthday. So, you know.
You live on a racetrack?
No, it's just downtown.
No, at least you say it's your birthday?
Yeah, it's my birthday.
Happy birthday, Dustin.
Thanks, bro. Yeah.
And happy belated birthday to Port Jop, who didn't really get a birthday to me.
Right. Yeah. Nobody told me happy birthday.
Well, I feel like we told you before the birthday on the show. We talking about it, but not good enough. Not good enough. We didn't tell you on the not day you don't have a birthday.
It's all right, though, because Greg did tell Jamar Chase happy birthday.
Wow, Greg. He told Jamar Chase happy birthday and not
me.
Wow.
Just not me. Greg doesn't care about me. Go ahead.
I thought it was a birthday present, though, Chop, to be fair.
There you go.
To be fair, Chop, so the joke is on you. Now you owe me an apology.
What it felt like, anyway.
Happy birthday to Dustin. Happy birthday, Jesus.
Yeah.
And it's St. Patty's.
Well, his birthday was in December.
Oh. Well, happy birthday to my brother. His birthday was March 10th.
Yeah. Happy birthday.
And my brother-in-law. His birthday is also March 10th.
All the March birthdays.
Yeah.
And happy birthday to my kids. Aurora's birthday is March 28th. It's early.
Shit.
Happy birthday to Miley. Her birthday is March 30th. And
happy birthday to
16.
Happy birthday
one
to
kid
Ireland.
will be 20. One kid will be 16.
In Ireland, they're on the 17th. Right?
Yeah, I mean, we doing some early celebrating of St. Patty's this weekend.
Hey, you might as well after the last.
Happy birthday to St. Patty's Day.
Yeah,
happy birthday to St. Patty's Day.
There is an immediate update. The Bengals officially have announced they signed Jonathan Allen, so it's official now.
Officially official. Happy birthday to Jonathan Allen, whenever his birthday is.
Yeah. Whatever his birthday is.
Yeah.
Happy birthday to Orlando Brown.
Right. Happy birthday, Orlando
Brown. Best friend. Happy birthday, Chop's best friend.
Happy birthday to Brian Cook.
Right.
Happy birthday, Boye Mafe.
That's right.
Not happy birthday to Trey Henderson.
Fuck. Yeah, no happy birthday.
No
birthday for you.
Oh, no, you already said. Hey, this was long overdue. I need a new change. I'm always committed to helping a team win.
I got to tell you, man, you screwed it up, Trey. Greg was about to give you some ass for your birthday. You screwed it up, man, with the Baltimore. No ass for you.
Happy birthday to Sindustri's dad.
Yes, happy birthday to Industri's dad.
Happy birthday to Jungle Jerry. He will be 50 on March 27th. Anybody else got a birthday, a cousin's birthday, a nephew's birthday?
My nephew was born. My nephew was born March 9th, and my sister's was March 8th.
Well, happy birthday to your sister and your nephew, Greg.
Happy birthday.
Today. Happy birthday, man.
It's birthdays for everybody.
Especially to Dustin, because it's literally his birthday. It's today, Friday the 13th.
Friday the 13th. There's 3.
You go out and
happy birthday to Freddie. Happy birthday to Jason. Happy birthday to Mike Myers. Happy birthday to all that stuff, too. The Terrifier guy, because it's Friday the 13th. So happy birthday.
There's 3 Friday the 13th in this calendar year.
Yeah, I know. I work in psych emergency, bro. I got them all circled.
Happy birthday. Happy birthday to Timu Portnoy, whenever his birthday is, Taylor.
Right. Yeah,
and all the other Timu Portnoy.
Art the Clown. We did Terrifier. We did Terrifier.
Yeah. Art the Clown. I should have specified his name. I don't want to disrespect him.
Yeah.
So, the Bengals, they've done nothing since our show yesterday.
Right.
But Jonathan Allen, official, as Greg mentioned. Brian Cook, Boye Mafe, official. The 2-year extension with Orlando Brown, official. How are we feeling basically through week 1 of free agency? And honestly, man, we'll go through some of the names that are still available. it's not good. Like there is not a lot out here. So, but thoughts after week 1. We'll go around the horn. We'll start with our guy, the bald savage, Greg.
So how we did in free agency? We're good.
All right, there you go.
I'm kidding. Hey. Give me Bobby Wagner, and no. My grade right now it's still incomplete. My grade right now, B+, high B+ at the tip of the edge, A-. I'm happy for what we did. I know people are freaking out. Give me that linebacker, and I wouldn't mind another edge rusher, especially some guy with a bunch of tattoos with red hair. I'm not going to get her. I'm not going down that road. Just saying, though. Wouldn't complain.
Well, I got to tell you, man, I'm disappointed. Like, maybe I think that yesterday a lot of people said they're not disappointed, but I am. I think they sat on their hands. They fucked it up with Leo Chanel. The Devin Lloyd thing is the Devin Lloyd thing. I read some dumbass rumor that the reason that he picked Carolina over Cincinnati was because Cincinnati said absolutely no on the number 0. And if that's true, bad on them, man. I don't know if that's real or not, but I know ain't nobody on Cincinnati had the number 0 since the number 0 is available. So it kind of makes sense in my head. As far as where we're at right now, I've been banging the table for Bobby Wagner before free agency even started. He's not the guy that I literally wanted, but he's a vet that can come in here that's still playing at a high level that can maybe take Knight and Carter and help them out, and then help our team out for a year. I don't know what's left out there as far as linebacker unless you make some kind of a weird ass trade, which I kind of brought up in our chat yesterday. But so far, I give them I was at first at like an A-, you know what I mean? And now I'm down to like a regular B.
You know what we really need? We need the Steelers to release Patrick Queen.
No. He led the league in missed tackles. I thought
he'll fit right in. He'll fit right in.
No.
That's the culture.
I texted Chop. I texted you this morning. Absolutely not.
It's all right, man. You got one of the best tacklers now, Brian Cook, and you get Patrick Queen. It'll even out.
Yeah. So I would still be interested in Patrick Queen.
Yeah.
All right.
If he was released and you got him for cheap. But I do agree the missed tackle rate is concerning.
No, Dale. If you could sell me on Patrick Queen, then I'll give you my door.
He went to LSU, and Chop likes LSU.
I got to tell you, though, Patrick Queen and Joe Burrow got history. Big history.
No, they do. But if this was 2 years ago, Chop, I'd say hell yeah.
Well, Joe Burrow, when he got down to LSU, he about fought Patrick Queen, and that's how Joe Burrow got his respect down there because he put a hit on him, and Joe got up and got in his face and was going to fight his ass.
Yeah. Well, and Chop, a fellow Commander fan here hopping in the chat. And, poor Chop, that's his second favorite team. He loves Jaden Daniels, like real talk, because he's an LSU fan.
He's my NFL nephew.
Yeah. And you guys have crushed free agency. We talked about it toward the end of the show yesterday when we were going through each team, and that was the last team we went over. Man, I love what you guys have done in free agency, and I think that's smart when you got a guy on a rookie contract. That's when you really make hay. Like next year could be you guys' year to be in that Super Bowl. It would not surprise me at all if Jaden can stay healthy. And I like bringing back Mariota because if he misses a game here or there, cool. But you gotta keep him healthy, Jaden Daniels, for the most part. Still could use a receiver maybe in the draft. Maybe
they're going to get Jeremiah Love.
But, man, you went out and got Owe. You went out and got Chase on. You went out and got Chanel, who we wanted. So, like, you guys did a great job in free agency.
Yeah, they're setting it up either to get a receiver or I've seen a lot Jeremiah Love mocked to them a lot, which I love that because that'll give Jaden Daniels someone to hand it off to.
Anthony Jennings not expected to be a Bengal. That was put out there by some random dude a day ago. I'm pretty sure Trag's seen that and then was like, Anthony Jennings would be a good pickup. And then he's like, I meant could be. Bro, you seen that random dude's tweet and ran with it. Come on now. It happens to all of us, Trags. We all get fooled at times.
Charlie Goldsmith got fooled by that Myers one.
Yeah.
What do you think, Dustin, about yesterday, today?
I think you just walk away from free agency just making your team better. Now, how better? That's open for debate. That's probably why we do grades. I do think at this point, I am okay for them maybe taking a playing the waiting game a little bit because we've seen today Snead got released, right? Like there's going to be more cuts that come. So I'm not like desperate for them to just go out to get a linebacker to get one. Like see who comes available over the next month, because I don't think any teams are really, since free agency has slowed down. Like I don't think you're going to lose out on anybody. You know what I mean? So
that's what I think.
Yeah, B plus. I mean, there's a few more things that I want us to do. I think the players that we did get are very impactful players. So, I mean, I think they're going to move the needle. I do like how our defensive line is coming together. I think there's some pretty solid rotational pieces that we can play with. And I think in the draft, we can add even more. And I think, the secondary with Cook, that's going to help out a lot. I do think that's something that we could probably, you saw my final mock last night on our text message. I'm leaning Delane now, but so yeah, I feel good about it. Like it didn't blow me away necessarily from like the way we start, which a lot of everybody's kind of saying. But when I take a step back and look at the players that we added and the quality, I think it's really well done. So
I am not as happy. Like I'm happy with the guys we brought in. I don't think it's nearly enough.
Right.
Like that's my honest opinion for a team that's missed the playoffs for 3 straight years, for an organization that has a frustrated Joe Burrow that was vocal about the frustration and vocal about that they really needed to add and was pointing toward the defense. Let's be real. Chase, Higgins, also similar. Brian Cook, upgrade over Geno Stone, 100%.
Hell yeah.
Boye Mafe, I like the move. I like the advanced metrics for pass rush ability. Maybe he's about to really ascend and be a phenomenal move. But if you just look at it on the surface of you lost Trey Hendrickson, who last year, yes, was injured, but still was productive in the 4 or 5 games he played, and 17.5 sacks 2 straight years in a row, and Joseph Osai, who had 5 sacks in each of the last 2 years. If you look at it on the surface, Boye Mafe and those 2 guys you lost, I don't know that your pass rush is better as a whole when Trey was and has been healthy. So that concerns me. Jonathan Allen, I think, is something you didn't have. So I like the move because he can give you some pass rush juice, but he's turning 32 years old. So all of those moves in total does not scream to me you really were all in and you really pushed your chips in. Like I would be lying if I just came on here with orange-collared sunglasses and said I was thrilled with what they've done. I'm not. Like it's not. Next year, if we miss the playoffs, we're going to look back at this week and go, they fucking blew it.
Yeah. They
should have done more. They should have restructured Joe. They should have created more salary cap. They should have structured their contracts in a way. They should have been more aggressive on that first week of free agency. That is 100% what we will be doing if they miss the playoffs. It will point back to this week. I hope I'm wrong, but just that is my honest opinion. It's not been good enough this week for a team that's missed the playoffs 3 straight years and has Joe Burrow, Jamar Chase, T. Higgins on offense. We need – and Dustin, we've talked about – I'm the guy that would take as many swings as possible. So the fact we brought in like 3 guys, come on, man.
Yeah.
You got teams that have brought in like 10 defensive players because you need rotational guys. You need depth. There's just a lot still to be done. I don't think you want to go into the draft having all these needs still, having all these things, because you don't know what you're going to get from guys in year 1 from the draft. At pick 10, you better get an impact player. But beyond that, you don't know what kind of impact you're getting. So I'm just my honest opinion, it's not awful, but I'm kind of like, if I had to assign a grade, maybe like a C. Like I just think they, first weekend, I like the moves they made. Not nearly enough of them. It's very mediocre. It's not really pushing your chips in to try to get back to the playoffs and to try to make a real run at the Super Bowl. I don't think they've done near enough.
What's the biggest whiff for you? To me, it's Leo Chanel. Like when you miss Devin Lloyd and you can't get Leo Chanel for that $8 million a year, that was the biggest disappointment to me so far in this free agency.
How much were we actually in on him, though?
I don't
know.
We never heard a report, clearly.
Yeah, I think that was all fan speculation.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
and I think that maybe they just see players differently. You know what I mean? Like, there's always that too. Like, maybe they just don't see the players the same way that we do.
Yeah, that's definitely true.
Yeah.
Yeah, and how many years? Like, and then like they get somebody like Reisner in here. You know what I mean? And you could have had him for cheap the last 2-3 years, and you finally just because injury you brought him in. Like,
Yeah.
I don't know. There's no. You need so much. You need so much depth. You need so much more talent on the defense. I'm just disappointed. Like you said, Chop. I'm disappointed. I wish I could come on here and be like A-, B+. And I was feeling that way day one of free agency. With that caveat, though, that if they don't address linebacker, and that's when we were still hoping Devin Lloyd, who reports we were in on, like that would have just been like, boom, yes, we addressed that, brought in Jonathan Allen then after. I'd feel good with just like one more big piece there at linebacker.
Yeah.
Right now, I feel like we got a glaring hole in that spot. I feel like we don't have – I mean, Jalen Davis played well, don't get me wrong, but like a true starting corner in the slot. You know, we got our two outside guys. You still worry about safety depth. Tyson Anderson's still out there, special teams, safety depth, all that. And then, like, Jonathan Allen's older, and you lost 2 edges and brought in 1. You still need more pass rush juice on the D-line. I just feel like we still should have had 2 to 3 more moves that we made for me to feel good about what we have done through week 1. Knowing how pivotal this offseason is, I don't want to be sitting here during the season next year and Joe Burrow is legitimately a real possibility that he's going to retire or demand a trade. And I am terrified that that's going to happen.
Let me tell you, so let me just say this, man. I appreciate the moves they did, and they did make some good moves. But here's what happened. Duke Tobin promised us a Ferrari, right? And instead, we got a really fucking nice, like, SUV. Like, we got a real, like, we didn't get the Ferrari. We got like an Escalade. You know what I mean? We got a pretty good prize. Like, we got some good pieces. But we're promised a Ferrari. I appreciate the Escalade, but you promised me a Ferrari. Where is it at?
Yeah. And I don't want to sit here and be like the negative because I like the guys we brought in.
And there's still time. You know, there's still time.
And I could feel really good about our draft. We have picked 10. That's a premium pick. We have to nail it, though. We have to nail it.
But we got a history of nailing those first-round picks, though, so don't worry about that.
I know.
Yeah, I don't want to sound negative either. I do like the moves they make. I think it makes the team better. When you tip the scales, though, like when Trey left, went down here, man. And so these guys that we brought in, it's coming up, but it's hard to replace that talent when Trey leaves.
Our defense stunk with Trey, though.
But when he played, he made it relevant. Like, he could get after the guy, man. He was the guy on our defense. Like, when you think about our defense, you thought about Trey. Who else are you thinking about on our defense?
Yeah, and that's the problem. We just didn't have enough guys to make plays, you know?
And I feel like we said similar about DJ Reader, you know, like letting him leave. And then it was like that next year after he was gone. Yeah, we brought in Slayton. I think that helped, obviously. But the next year, they're playing guys out of position. They didn't have a true run stuffer. It was like, well, our defense sucked with him. And I'm like, trust me, our run defense will be even worse without him. And it was. Yeah. Like, and that's what I worry about with Trey. Like, who's your guy that's going to get that sack when you need it in the fourth quarter? Because that's what closing, and when it was fourth quarter, that's where he made a living late in games, getting big sacks. So
yeah. I mean, where's the cutoff line for you guys where you want to still give your guys that you drafted chances, though? You know what I mean? Like, as an organization, you got to do that at some point, right?
Yeah. Well, and last year, I feel like with the Trey injury, it helped. We got to see Miles Murphy and what he can be. And I feel good about Miles Murphy, to be fair.
Or maybe it was just Al Golden. That's maybe Al Golden's the reason. I know Trey being out helped Miles get more snaps, but.
So it's like you give him a full run, you team him up with Mafe, you know, like at some point as a organization, you got to have you got to give your players that you drafted snaps. And that includes whatever you think is Shamar Stewart, you drafted him in the first round. You got to get him snaps to let him develop. And then if you're just tossing tons of free agents, and I'm not arguing with you, Dell.
No, it's conversation, brother. That's what this show's about. I don't want you guys to agree with that. I just gave my thoughts,
for sure. But I just think like you're kind of sitting back with these guys another year, just splitting snaps and stuff like that.
Yeah.
You're just never having a gauge of like where they're going to go, and you invested picks on them. That's what I get scared of with like some of these teams. Like it will be interesting to see what happens with the Commanders, right? Like if they don't hit and make a playoff push, I don't think that everything needs to be quantified with like a Super Bowl win when you spend a lot of money, but you got to be competitive. So it'll be interesting to see if like this doesn't go through for them. This could push their organization back by a couple years, So, but we'll see. I like the swings though too. I like that theory.
Yeah.
Is add as many good players as you can. I know the Eagles did a lot of that last year. On their team, they signed as many pass rushers as possible, and they are kind of gone from the team now. So they got them on like rental deals, But yeah, so
you just mentioned Commanders they just signed Van Jefferson.
Yeah, he hasn't really done much, has he?
I know.
Like as a receiver,
you kept on Commanders, and they had another one. Hey. Another guy for your boy, Jaden Daniels, chap.
That's right. Hey, let's not look over the fact that Jonathan Allen is 32. And so Cincinnati's bringing in players over 30. So maybe that mindset's cracking a little bit and seeing that some guys can play after 30. So maybe our
Bobby Wagner. Damn it, Bobby. And I loved what you made yesterday with Bobby Wagner on the Bobby. That was
Get off my purse. Chap, get off my purse. I don't know you.
Yeah.
Dang it, Bobby. Dang it, Bobby. Sign with the Bengals, Bobby.
God damn it, Bobby. Get to Cincinnati.
I bet you have something lined up.
No.
That person was real excited. But yeah, I've got the Joe Goodberry sheet in front of me. Like I said, there isn't a lot out there, especially on these first few pages. Jaquan Brisker signed with the Steelers since our show yesterday. Juwan Jennings is the top guy available, wide receiver. That's not something we're in the market for. I'm surprised he hasn't signed with anybody. It's kind of odd. He's the only guy on this first page of this sheet that I have that's even available. And then Rasheed Walker, we talked about him. Somebody's probably going to give him like a $20 million deal or something crazy. He's still out there at tackle. I wouldn't be surprised if the Browns made a play for that guy, the way they've invested in their line.
Yeah.
But I don't know their money situation. And then Dallas Goedert, I think the Eagles are still figuring out his contract. He's on this sheet, but I don't think they've officially, I don't know. I don't know that he's fully out there, for teams to even think about. Tyreek Hill, that's the next guy. David Njoku, is there any interest there?
Yes, I would love it.
We were linked to him, but nothing is really,
I think Njoku is clearly there's no market for him. Why not? How old is Njoku? 30 years old?
Let me see here. Njoku is 30. Yep.
Why? I take a swing at Njoku. He'd be your replacement. The guy that can replace Noah Fant. That's an upgrade from Fant, in my opinion.
Yeah, I mean, it doesn't change Gesicki's role. Gesicki's still your pass catcher, and Njoku's a pretty decent blocker. So, I mean, if you're around 12 and 13 personnel, it wouldn't be crazy to go out and get a Njoku. Jadeveon Clowney still out there as well. And I just seen somebody mention him. That's one of the next guys on this list that's still available. Would you guys have interest in him? He's still played at a high level. All he does is sign 1-year deals.
That's right.
I'd
be out for him for a 1-year deal for sure.
Yeah.
Dustin, any thoughts on Clowney?
Yeah, sure.
I mean,
or does it go back to kind of the young guys?
Yeah. Have we reached our old guy limit?
Right.
We're gonna go from one of the youngest rosters to one of the oldest in one season. I don't know. It's hard for me to say with some of these players that have a really strong opinion. I'm not always against it, but I'm also yeah, cool, sign him. Can he give us something?
Don't worry.
Or it's is Clowney a player you could even what was it Von Miller kept getting acquired towards the end of the year? You could pluck guys towards the end of the year to do a playoff push, that sort of thing, But yeah, He still has something though. Like when he was at the Cowboys, like he was making plays. So yeah, I'm not opposed to it.
I think that the guys that are left on the sheet, I was telling somebody this the other day, like free agency is pretty much over until camp. And then you're going to get cuts and stuff like that. And then people are going to start picking up players. But the people that are left are usually your normal players that are there around this in the off season anyway.
Yeah, there's not a real push. I think there are some pretty interesting guys getting released. You know, that could be helpful for us. So it'll be kind of, it's gonna be interesting. Like as we get closer to the draft, like what other players hit the market, getting released and whatnot. So,
Dale, do you have any more players? Because I have no problem pointing out. I know do you have any more on your list?
Yeah. I was just going to go through. So, like, this is page 2. There's only a couple guys left. De'Ami Brown and DJ Reader. I can't see them bringing back Reader unless they release Slayton, especially after adding Allen.
Right. Yeah. I want him back. I would love to have him back, but I don't think there's any room.
That's all the guys on page 2 of this that I have. Then page 3, Cameron Jordan, an older veteran guy.
Yeah.
Christian Kirk, once again, man, I think he would really upgrade this team in the slot. Like, I think that would be a nice veteran receiver if you got him for cheap. I don't know that the Bengals are even looking that route. Joey Bosa, Wyatt Teller, Joel Bitonio, Levante David, even though he's almost 37 years old, he's still like a tier 3 guy on this Goodberry sheet. Calais Campbell, Jack Jones, cornerback that was with the Dolphins last year. Martin Emerson, who we've talked about. Like, I'm surprised he's still out there, just now turned 26. And then Hassan Reddick, who I think his best football is behind him at 32 years old. That's everybody on page 3. Anybody jump out to you guys? We can go around the horn. Greg, start with you. Any of those names on this page 3?
Yeah, I know I've had this talk, Chop. I know you and I had this talk. I know he gets hurt, but man, that's a buddy of Joe Burrow's right there, Joey Bosa. If we don't get an edge rusher in the draft for something, I would not be against taking a swing on a 1-year deal of Joey Bosa. If you can get him in cheap, why not? Just give it. I give it a shot. That's just my opinion, though.
Yeah, put some kind of injury clause in there though, because that dude's hurt a lot, isn't he? Isn't Bosa hurt quite often?
He's been hurt quite a bit, yeah.
Yeah, so I want a guy. This is the thing, man. Like, yeah, I want Joey Bosa, but I want him on the goddamn field, and he's got a history of not being on the field. So, I mean, if you fill a roster spot with a guy that's going to get hurt, then you're holding out a roster spot, and you're not bringing in a guy that could play. So that's the only issue I got. If he would come here, I would be happy about it. And out of that list, that's the only guy that really sparks your excitement. But that's if he stays healthy. Same thing as like when you're talking about tight end before. I mean, I feel like the Bengals are putting a lot in, hoping that Eric All stays healthy, you know. But as far as like names that jump out on that list, Joey Bosa, that's about it.
Oh, Bobby Wagner was on there too. Obviously.
I also feel like I don't put Bobby Wagner, and the only reason is because I do feel like he's one of those guys that's going to wait around like he does every year, and he's going to be picked up closer to the, to the end of the offseason.
Well, last year he signed back. He's with the Commanders, signed back pretty quick on a 1-year deal. So he is 36, but he's still a fantastic run defender. The leadership, I know he's old, T-Brookie. I get it, but man, I just think he would be a great player to add to the mix with the linebackers we have.
If you were going to ask me the 2 people on there that I'd like to have that would make me happy, it's Clowney and it's Wagner. Those are the 2 because we need a linebacker and we need an edge. And so those 2 right there would make me happy if they filled the holes, and I would put some hopium into those 2 guys.
Yeah, no, I want to point out with no, go ahead, Dustin. Sure, my bad.
Does Martin Emerson have anything left in him?
That's who I was thinking too. Yeah. 26.
Yeah.
And if you're talking depth corner, give me that, because there's always a lot of injuries there.
Yeah. I mean, he
didn't play slot. Can he play slot corner or no?
That's what he kind of played,
Shit, then why the hell are we not giving him a phone
He was injured. So he was injured last year, so he didn't play. The season before that didn't grade out too well, but I was high on him coming out of, Mississippi State. And I just, I don't know. At a very low cost, low reward, low investment, high reward, I would take a flyer on him.
And Gary, I hear you. Like Bobby Wagner can't cover. His coverage grade's still better than some of the guys that are out there. Like Bobby Okereke is much lower than Bobby Wagner's cover grade. So if that's the guy, don't love that. And he grades out at like a 90 against run defense. So even if it's like, hey, Barrett Carter's going to come in on third downs, and Bobby Wagner's in on obvious run downs, I would at least feel better that you got that guy. And I don't think he would count against your third round comp pick because he's probably he would count more toward your seventh, is what Brian Bosard said yesterday in the chat. Yeah. So
he's not going to get paid enough to make it offset that third, I don't think.
Yeah, it doesn't seem that way, but I'm not an expert on that, to be fair.
Yeah, me either.
Well, I think it was Joe Goodberry that said this. I know a lot of fans get ticked off, but all the teams do it. Because a lot of teams love that comp pick next year. A lot of teams do think that. The Bengals aren't the only team that does that. And Joe said, look, I get pissed off too. That shouldn't be your mindset, but that's how teams think, not losing those comp picks. And I don't really agree with that necessarily either, because you got to go all in, man.
Well, the Ravens do a lot of comp picks.
Yeah.
That's like their strategy year to year. With Bobby Wagner, with most teams just like basically having two linebackers on the field, do you just kind of envision pairing him with Knight and just having him in on base downs?
Yeah, that would be my vision. And then Carter comes in on obvious passing downs. You can rotate your linebackers. There's no reason not to.
Yeah.
I'll go to the next page. Another linebacker is next on this list. Shaq Thompson, also 32. And now we're in like tier 3.5 free agents at this point. Yeah. Stephon Diggs, obviously that's not going to happen. Andrew Billings, I don't see us bringing in a guy that's going to be 32. We did draft him. I did love that draft pick. Never quite panned out, but he was solid. And he's been.
And we brought in a guy that's 32.
We haven't talked about this guy at all, but he's 28, edge rusher if he's cheap. AJ Epinesa, former second-round pick, has been on Buffalo. Like, we haven't talked about him. He's still out there. Deebo Samuel, Emmanuel Wilson, let's see, Samson Abukum, Thomas Booker, Taylor Decker, which, I'm assuming he's hoping to go to Cleveland or somewhere where maybe he can start this year, even if they draft somebody. Kyle Duggar, the safety, Chris Paul, the guard. And then Von Miller, the edge you mentioned, is still out there as well. So that's all the guys on this page that are still available. Anybody jump out to you guys?
Well, obviously he's off the list. I just want to bring up Arnold Becky with 1 year, $7 million. The Eagles, that could be a steal for the Eagles right there easily, right? That guy could earn himself some big time money. Yeah.
Yeah, and he was a page one guy.
I wanted him too. He would have been perfect to add. Also, I would have added him also. But back to what you were saying, Dale. You know what, Deebo Samuel? I don't know. Am I a crazy son of a bitch to say why not try to play him in the slot or something?
He just can't stay healthy either, right?
Yeah.
Like,
Chop, I want all the hurt guys. Apparently.
I know Greg wants everybody on the bench.
Yeah. Just load them up. One of them will load them up, right?
I think Deebo about 7 years ago or 5 years ago, man. Deebo.
I'm not gonna lie to you guys. I don't know a lot, but we've been linked to him from the Patriots, Anthony Jennings. I just really haven't followed. I knew him coming out of Alabama, but I've not followed his career at all. I don't know if you have any thoughts on him. I know that quite a few people have tweeted that there's a strong connection that we could be bringing him in.
Yeah, and I think it's all just bullshit. Like Kelsey Conway said, there's actually no interest there.
I see.
I think it was just some random Twitter guy said that a day ago, and that got floated around again. Like, he's going to sign with the Bengals. So I don't think that's thing, but I wouldn't be opposed to it. Me and Greg was talking about before the show started. I think he had 25 pressures or so. He's a guy who's had over 30 pressures. So it's a guy that can play some linebacker, but it would fit that role that when you're dropping him, he would be the edge guy that you're dropping a lot.
Anthony Jennings last year, 13 solo tackles, 2 sacks, 4 assists.
Yeah.
Pass rush grade, PFF 61.1, overall 60.5, and run defense 62.8.
That's a Golden wants. How
That's
Golden
Anthony
wants
Jennings.
a spot like that so bad.
Yeah.
That's why they're probably hoping to hell like Styles falls to 10. You know,
God, no way, man. I saw everybody on Twitter yesterday was something about Styles, and I'm like, no way he's sniffing anywhere near 10. After that combine, that dude would have to like be videotaped smoking crack and smacking his mom to fall below 5.
He's up to 3 on my board, like overall player. It's Caleb Downs, Jeremiah Love, and him. And none of those are quote unquote normal premium positions, but that's the 3 best players in this class. Go ahead, Greg.
No, a friend of mine asked me, what are the chances Styles be there? And this is me, very nice. Wouldn't you say the very highest 30% chance he's there at 10? Or not even that.
0.03%. There's your 30. 0.03% maybe.
I think 30% is a good number just because it is still linebacker. You never know what teams are going to do. You know, maybe it's 10 to 20%, whatever it is. Somebody might snag him, but man, if he falls, and that's just that, it would be great.
The only chance I would say is the teams in front of us have loaded up on defense quite a bit in the draft. You know, so maybe that they loaded so much on free agency, they want to invest that in offensive line, wide receiver, you know, premium positions, and not a linebacker.
I will go through this one more page of this, and then Chop, can you start to pull up a mock draft? Because I think that when we're talking the end of the first week of free agency,
like do all the first 10 picks.
Yeah, we'll do all 7 rounds for the Bengals. You know, we'll see whoever's there is there on the simulator, and maybe we do PFF.
Do their mock draft?
Yeah, because we always do mock draft database, and maybe it'll be a little different on who's typically available, who they have rated higher, things like that, even though, you know, we have our own opinions on guys.
All right.
So it's a little Miller Lite there, Josh. Yeah, just a little Miller Lite on a Friday. I'm a Miller Lite guy. I respect the garage beer and all that, and what they do with Project Game Day, but, you know, I stick to mine.
That's right.
And I got the sweet koozie.
To each his own.
It's an okay koozie. I'm not going to lie.
But I'm going to go check on my dog, but I will run through the list of this last page for you guys to discuss while Chop's pulling that up. Can't say this guy's name. Terrible one to start with. Ifiatu Melifonwu. Yep. I did the best I could.
Pretty
Andre
good.
Cisco, Matt Milano, Ethan Pochik, Nick Scott. Bring him back. Bring him back. Daniel Falele, who was not good with the Ravens. But he's playing at guard, and the dude's like 6'8". I don't know. Could he be a swing tackle? Maybe. Josh Jones, tackle that a lot of us wanted out of Houston originally, was with the Seahawks. Wouldn't hate him, I guess, as a swing tackle guy. Calvin Austin III, speedster return guy. Harrison Smith, I'm assuming he'll go back to the Vikings, if anywhere. Darnell Mooney, who someone just mentioned. I like that too. Him and Christian Kirk's been my guys if they would bring in a receiver in the slot. Aaron Rodgers. How about that guy as our backup?
Yeah.
Jaleel McLaughlin, Rasul Douglas, Aaron Jones, I need to write down. He's back at the Vikings, my bad. Mekhi Becton, back out there after being released. Jacob Martin, edge, don't even know who that is. Sean Tucker, halfback Buccaneers. Christian Wilkins, who we've seen no interest with. And the way things ended with the Raiders is very odd.
Yes.
Tony Adams and Devin White, linebacker, was 5th overall pick, but has not panned out as a career, but still 28 years old, surprisingly.
LSU chop.
Yeah,
Rasul Douglas, he stands out the most. He graded out pretty well last year and had a couple picks for the Dolphins. So, 30 years old, but a veteran quarterback, you know what I mean, if we're going to add depth to that room.
Well, Dustin, tell me about Milano. I've heard up and downs about him. Is he intriguing at all, or?
He's injured a lot, you know, the past 2
Hey, Chuck!
Yeah, that's your guy. Just bring him in and bubble wrap, you know, but.
Hell yeah, man.
I will say the Bills' defense is better when he's on the field, whatever that means, but it's also, it's pretty risky. If you're going to take a swing on a linebacker, and you're only going to sign one, I'd probably want to go to somebody that's going to be a little more durable. Yeah.
Did we talk about an offensive lineman named Rasheed Walker? He just signed with the Panthers, so cross him off.
Panthers kind of got after it in free agency, huh?
Yeah, no shit.
They went all in.
Yeah, Rasul Douglas. The Jones kid from Seattle is a swing. I mean, the swing tackle is like one of those like positions that are kind of like we have talked about quite a bit, but like that's a position that it'll be interesting, like what they go about doing with that. You know, I know we have Cody Ford under contract still, and they like him, but I think that's the position I would like to see what they're going to do to address that swing tackle.
So Josh Jones, remember? Dustin, I don't know about you. I don't know about you either. I mean, he shocked everybody. He just fell like crazy. Was it because of his short arms? I mean, everybody thought like, oh my gosh, he's there in the second or third round. Let's go take him. I remember fans were pissed. Why did he fall so far? Right?
Man, I'm trying to reference back to that. Like, what was the reasoning behind it?
He was a great prospect. He just fell like the two guys that fell. I remember him and Bond. He fell like crazy also too.
Yeah.
Who are you talking about?
Josh Jones. Why did he fall like crazy? Like, were you pissed off the Bengals passed on him a couple of rounds?
A little bit, but he never panned out. And I think he's from Houston, so maybe like the small school and the competition he faced. But yeah, he was a guy projected to go, second. He was still there in the third.
I know Gary's over here talking about ADG, but Al Golden knows Akeem Davis Gaither. Like, he coached him during the Super Bowl. So, I mean, he's out there. So if there's an interest, he knows what he's getting.
You know what's hilarious? All the linebackers he coached during the Super Bowl for the Bengals, and none of them are here. So he never really did he ever really like any of them?
Well, and they're all still in the free agent market. Yeah. Logan Wilson, Jermaine Pratt, like Davis Gaither are all free agents. Marcus Bailey, like all those guys are still out there, to be fair. Davis Gaither had like a 36 coverage grade. So if we're talking about Bobby Wagner can't cover,
right?
What are we talking about?
ADG coming back for that injury, he just doesn't look the same. I got a feeling Pratt probably has the best chance of latching onto a team, but man, it might be the end of the road for Logan and ADG already.
Yeah,
you know
it's terrible to see the way that Logan Wilson fell off, man.
Yeah,
at least Pratt was kind of a dick.
Well, I mean? Logan was. I don't think age was a factor with Logan, but he was an older prospect, obviously, when we drafted him. And I don't know. He just you can kind of see it coming.
Well, Will, you're saying we don't like him. Dustin does like Matt Milano, so you think he'd be his Jack Kaiser? Hey, at this point, it wouldn't be a crazy signing, and if he can get some of the juice he had 2 to 3 years ago, another veteran, right? Another leader type guy. I'm not completely opposed to it. He's
been in the battle. I mean, some of these guys, if we can limit their snap counts, get them fresh. Maybe that will help them to be a little bit more durable because he was on the field all the time for the Bills, So,
all right, Chop. Let's start this mock draft and have some fun with it. We're used to
Look at that. We're on the clock. Let's roll back up here and see what's going on now. All right. So in the first round, we got, of course, the Raiders took with the number 1 pick, Fernando Mendoza. Arvell Reese, if we were hoping for that linebacker, goes to the Jets at 2. And then if you're saying, hey, hold on for Sonny Styles, boom, he goes 3rd to Arizona. And then Tennessee, they've been loading up on defense, and they take a tackle. Not defensive tackle. They take a left tackle, Francis Mayoga.
Well, right tackle or guard, so they get some versatility for their line. But I don't necessarily see that with them. But that's what happened.
I really like this draft. Jeremiah Love to New York. I don't think that happens. They got Scadaboo just last year. He played good. I think this mock simulator screwed that up. David Bailey going to Cleveland. No, thank you. And then Carnell Tate, I do like that move to Washington. I put him there a lot. Reuben Bain to the Saints. And Monroe Freeling, if we were worried about shoring up that left tackle spot, but Zeus did sign for this year and 2 more. Monroe Freeling goes to Kansas City.
Man, there's some people. Well, I was gonna say there's some people just not super high on David Bailey. Different draft
yeah?
guys, but
Dale, just
Yeah.
to give you an update, free agency. Tyler Conklin, he signed with the Lions. That was the Browns' right tackle, right? You told me that was kind of like
Tyler Conklin's a tight end. Jack
Oh,
Conklin's a offensive tackle.
Oh, my bad.
is it tight end or Jack?
Yeah, was it Jack or Tyler Conklin?
Tyler.
Yeah, that's a tight
Yeah,
end.
Tyler's a T. You're right. My bad.
No worries. All right, so we're looking at the best guys available here for the Bengals: Caleb Downs, Mansour Delane, Dylan Finneman, Spencer Fano, Kenyon Sadiq. Oh, this is according to them. Peter Woods,
Yeah.
I'm pretty out on. Caleb Banks, I'm pretty out on. Like, I'm
Yeah,
not
all the way out.
McCoy, Vega, play at guard, but I don't see that. Jordan Tyson, McNeil Warren, Gudrick Flock. That's the Bengals playing all along, boys.
Yeah.
They're gonna love it.
Terrell, there's your boy.
I do. I wouldn't be mad at Avion Terrell in the first round, like at all. But let's go back up. I think the way this played out, and you can say they brought in Brian Cook and they paid him money. They're out on. If Caleb Downs falls to 10, I don't know how you pass on him still.
Well,
Like-
plus Caleb Downs can cover the slot, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, he can do it. He can free up your secondary to do a lot
Yeah.
of interesting
So,
stuff.
I do feel like at this point it's probably Caleb Downs, but like Dustin was pointing out, his pick is Mansour Delane. I've been saying I feel like that's the Bengals pick all along. Yeah, because you got Dax and you got DJ that are both due for a contract.
Yeah.
I just think with Downs, we're talking about linebacker. Like he could play in the box. So can Jordan Battle. So you almost got an extra linebacker out there. You can do 3 safety sets. You got an extra nickel. You've got an extra linebacker. Like he's so talented. There's no way I'd pass on Caleb Downs if he falls.
This is a no-brainer.
I mean, we're gonna take Caleb Downs, right?
Yes.
You just got Brian Cook in here, who's a free safety, and if you got a chance to upgrade the other safety position, I mean, no shade on Jordan Battle. Also, a lot of teams are playing like 3 safety sets now.
No, this would be a no-brainer.
What the hell? Well, we got
All right.
We did it.
We did it.
Not put 7 rounds in. Chop is just.
I swear to God, man. Oh, here you go. Oh,
That's,
I
that's
got
all
it
we
now.
need. Caleb
Well,
Downs through the rest of the draft.
Good practice, man.
We'll see if he's available now, right? Like,
Let's-
and he's not. So
He's
it's
not.
fine. Okay, so in this one, he's not available.
This one's probably more realistic, to be honest. Like, look at the
Hey.
picks here.
Hey, Dale, there's actually big NFL news with the TV deal. This could affect the SAG cap, so I'll read this out. Alex Sherman reads, NFL's begun talking to Paramount, CBS Sports about a new deal. He says he's told a current bid-ask spread midpoint is about 50 to 60% higher. In return, the NFL would simply lift its current 2029-2030 opt-out, keep the CBS intact, meaning CBS would get 8 more seasons of NFL ending in 33-34 season. And they said, and Andre Peralta pointed out, that could the revenue proposals which turn affect salary cap.
Yeah.
Keep an eye on.
I
So
like
this
watching
is one of those
the most.
drafts that has fallen to where we go, what do we do? Right?
A little bit, yeah. So recap it. We got Fernando going 1 to the Raiders, obviously. Reese again 2. Jeremiah Love to the Cardinals. That's not crazy, right? They're kicking the can down the road a year.
Yeah.
We saw the Raiders take Ashton Genty, and now they got the number 1 pick. Maybe it's like, hey, now we got that to pair with next year, Arch Manning, if we get the number 1 pick. Just saying, like, that could be their thinking. Ruben Bain going to the Titans. Sonny Styles going to the Giants. Malinoa going to the Browns. I think if they were taking a tackle, maybe it would be Monroe Freeling, but I could see it. Maybe they're just like, this guy's really good. We're going to get him and go with it. David Bailey to Washington, even though they brought in 2 other edge rushers this offseason, they're still looking for pass rush. They just keep doubling down there. The Saints taking Downs, I don't think is crazy at all in this mock. And then Mansour Delane at 9 to the Chiefs. I mean, they have glaring holes at corner. Them going corner makes a lot of sense, especially if Downs is off the board.
Yeah.
So,
If the draft fell like this, I would trade back.
yeah,
I
ideally,
would
right?
trade back like crazy. I am not comfortable with this.
I mean, hey Dustin, though you said your pick right now is Mansour Delane, so I do see Jermod McCoy sitting there. I know he had an injury, but if that dude comes back, I know I'm an LSU homer, but I like Jermod McCoy over Mansour Delane if both are healthy. What do you feel about that?
Yeah, I mean, at one point it would have been Peter Woods, but his pre-draft process has definitely dropped him out of just even consideration anywhere, to be honest. Like, I just feel like too many red flags there. So, I would not be mad at McCoy either.
Yeah.
This would have been Monroe Freeling for me personally all day, every day. It's like it's overall on my board.
Yeah.
And like Tate might be 7th. Like they're very close to each other, but obviously we don't need Carnell Tate. This is where you're like, all right, who wants this pick? And when it could actually be traded, is someone coming to get Tate?
Yeah.
Can you trade Chop? Because this is, I mean, if you
there's
trade
trade thing. So,
all right, pick 10. Who would come up and want Carnell Tate? Because like I don't see any reason to. Someone would come up for Carnell Tate.
Yeah.
Maybe Buffalo at 26. Let's see.
Yeah, coming up in this draft is going to be a tough one.
Well, here's the ones it says that are interested. And the highest one is like 26.
Well, what's the order though? Because we can probably force it.
Well, it shows you what here. It shows you what pick they are. So you go down here. Other ones: Miami, pick 11. Dallas. Who needs? Let's see. Baltimore. Bleh.
Oh man, trading with Baltimore would just be a filthy, disgusting move.
The Jets, they could use one. Tampa Bay could. They're pick 15.
What are the Jets at? What are the Jets at? Because they might just get
16.
16. So the Jets coming up to get Tate. They got Reese. They have Garrett Wilson. They're just like, hey, we're Buckeye Central here. So let's look at trading with the Jets, Chop.
The Jets.
All right. Trade
that
with
makes
Jets.
a lot of sense.
We give them pick 10, right?
They have a lot of picks these next couple of years.
We get their pick 16. And then what other pick do we get besides their 16? Or do we want a player?
Well, they have 2 seconds. So, like, can we get 44? How does that trade work?
Let's see. No, it's not accepted.
Wow. That's brutal. That would have been a really good trade.
Oh,
yeah.
Why is it not accepted?
Does it say? Let's see. Whoa! Now they changed their mind.
They changed their mind.
Yeah, they changed their mind, Dale.
Oh yeah.
Okay, so we're gonna resume the
I
draft.
would love to move down 6 spots and get an extra 2nd round pick. Let's go.
Hell
So
yeah.
we did. Look at what,
do we take that Oregon tight end?
Man.
it's possible. That's a good. I think that. I think
McNeil
that
Warren.
would play.
There's so many guys.
Chop your buddy. Your guy McCoy's still there.
Yeah, he sure is. I would.
Oh no, Kendrick Falk's still there.
All road leads back to Keldrick Falk.
No.
No.
This is when we take Avion Terrell. He immediately slides in as our slot corner. I
Let's do it, Dale.
banged
You're
the
high
table
on that.
yesterday for my guy. I think he's going to be Trent McDuffie 2.0 in the NFL. He's that good. He can play on the outside. He can play on the inside. He's just a good player. Forces fumbles, gets interceptions, great in coverage, dog as a run defender. Man, give me Avion Terrell in this trade down, and I feel fantastic. And I do pass on Jermon McCoy because I'm re-signing Dax Hill and DJ Turner to extensions on the outside. And guess what? I just helped my pass rush by helping my secondary, as Dustin's been talking about on here.
Man, 16 just opens up more possibilities.
God, 16 and adding another 2nd would be a thing of beauty.
Yeah. Well, you can see how it went here.
Yeah, just to scroll
Caleb
through it
Banks
for everybody.
Going at 25 after that foot. No way.
Yeah, I'd be shocked if he did. But the Bears are a team that would take that swing. Keldrick Falk to the Texans. Greg, he's
Peter
off.
Woods.
Thank you, Texans.
Peter Woods to the Patriots. Like they have him and Milton Williams. That would be
man.
kind of filthy. Ain't gonna lie.
All right. So here we are, man. Well, I know that a lot of Bengals fans are liking Lee Hunter, so he just got took by the Kansas City Chiefs right before us, and we see that
Of course he
Cleveland
did.
got themselves another quarterback. They love racking them up, but they took the second-rated quarterback in the draft this year, which is Ty Simpson. So
You know who else a lot of
they're
people
taking
like?
a
Chop?
swing.
You know who else a lot of people like? Midwest Best Barbecue and the
True.
Chop Shop. Proud sponsors of the show. That's what Bengals fans like a lot right there, those two things.
Hell yeah. Yeah, what's the difference between the guy that we took in the first round and D'Angelo Pons in the slot? What's the big difference there? Tell me.
I mean, I've seen more Terrell in the slot than I have Ponce. He's also a little bit bigger. He's a better prospect, but I love D'Angelo Ponce, so I'm like not going to downplay him. Right. He would be a good pick here in the second had we not taken Terrell. Like I get it, maybe we went another direction. Zion Young, top of the board. I hate his get off, but he has the size and stuff that the Bengals would probably like. I would hate that. R. Mason Thomas is screaming at me.
I like him.
If they ever went undersized edge rusher, just pure pass rush juice. R. Mason Thomas would be a great pick here in the second. And then if they did want a linebacker, how do you guys feel about Jacob Rodriguez? I like him. This is about where I would be okay with it.
Here's his this is the new one. I like the PFF one. Look, I can
guy.
pull up all their stuff.
Yeah. He's a playmaker too.
I'd take Jay. I've been hearing his name get fired up a lot. I would love this guy.
That's where it's like the fact that we have invested in the defense line and, we just signed Boya. I would be more inclined to probably want to take Jacob Rodriguez here now.
I don't hate it. I really don't. Yeah. Like I said, I think my only other guy
R.
Mason. And then I'm guessing Grayson Halton's probably on the board.
Yeah.
We'll look at Grayson Halton in a minute. Let's look at R. Mason here. So 6 sacks last year, 3 quarterback hits, 19 hurries, and 1 batted down. That's pretty good.
He's active.
Yeah, he is. You're right. You want to look at Grayson Halton? Let's move down here and see him.
Well, I don't even know where he's at on this board, to be honest.
Down. He ain't coming up yet.
Malachi Lawrence wouldn't be crazy either.
There he is. He's definitely down there some on this.
But he shouldn't be. Like, he's number 1 in my heart. He's a top 50 player on my board all day, every day. Like, I love Grayson Halton.
Yeah, I would definitely take him in 2.
But having Jonathan Allen does, as Dustin said, give you that flexibility to take the linebacker here. And you can say what you want about Jacob Rodriguez. He's a better athlete than people thought. He's a playmaker. He's a leader. He is the guy that you want on your team.
Yeah, no, I've heard a lot about it. Let's do it.
Let's do it. We have another second-round pick. Grayson Halton might just be
we're up
there.
already. We're up already. So your R. Mason Thomas is still there.
Is Grayson Halton there? Because as much as I like R. Mason Thomas.
Look, the only picks that we had barely had, only Chris Bell and D'Angelo Pons went out of what we had.
Oh, yeah. We picked like 2 picks after,
I'm just like you can cheat on this board. Grayson Halton might be there in the 3rd.
Dennis Sutton, too, I think would be in play for the Bengals, for what they like. I would like Dennis Sutton more than Zion Young, personally, if they go the route of their size and the way, how they do things.
Yeah. That's probably real small on a lot of people's screen.
But what are you guys thinking? Because I don't want to just bogart the entire draft here.
Well, it's Dustin's birthday. Dustin, you make our second. We got this pick awarded to us.
By trading
so we're giving you our present. It's your birthday, Dustin.
Heavy is that wears the crown,
No. Any positions or anything you want to look at? Or
I mean, I'm our Mason Thomas fan for sure. So
Okay.
Boom.
yeah, our Mason.
Yeah.
Thomas.
Happy birthday.
Hey,
That's a great birthday present.
you just
Yeah.
add so much pass rush.
Yeah.
for getting him.
Yep. And you're usually good at identifying those pass rushers. You were in on Cedric Johnson a couple years back, So
And I still think he could be a dude for us. I really
Yeah.
do.
I know.
Like he's a good rotational guy.
He's more. Yeah, he needs just even more opportunities this year.
All right, man. We're up. Pick 72. Third
Grayson
round.
Halton is still available? Are you kidding me? I have to just jump in and make this the greatest. And we get teammates. We love to get teammates.
There you go, man. Just do it.
Are we getting him? I'd like him too. Well, he's
I think everyone would feel good if they got him in the third instead of where I would take him in the second. So we're kind of killing this draft, by the way.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
In this mock, we traded down to 16. We took Avion Terrell. Immediately, your starting slot corner can play inside, outside. If anybody gets injured, you can kick him out to the outside. He's a dog. He's Trent McDuffie 2.0, if you're not familiar.
Who?
No, I was just somebody asking in the chat who we took in the first.
Oh yeah. Sorry, Sarah was texting. All right. Pick 110.
Bro. Well, go to your picks. Just
Oh, my
we did-
picks.
it's up by full draft.
It's up by full draft. Oh. There we go.
So we've
Avion
taken Terrell,
Go ahead.
Rodriguez at linebacker, edge, R. Mason Thomas, another Oklahoma defensive lineman, and Grayson Halton, defensive tackle. And it is screaming to me here. Wheatley, I love him. He's my safety 4.
Yeah.
I think he's a second-round guy. Fourth round, man. Another playmaker, another rangy. He is all over the field, making tackles, making plays. I love Zakee Wheatley.
Yep.
I think he might get lost. I think there's a good chance he does fall a little bit. I feel like he's going to just get lost in kind of the safety world. You know what I mean? With all these other guys.
If he was there in the third round, I'd take him. But we're in the 4th, I believe. So
Is this our guy?
this is my guy. Yeah. This draft would change my entire outlook of this offseason.
Yeah. It's good. Well, let's mail it into him when we're done with it.
Shit. We need Cardell Tate to fall to 10 so we can get that trade down. That was
Right. No kid.
Yeah.
Let's see. So here we go.
Yeah, I'll just make one non-Bengals announcement. UC officially parted ways with Wes
Miller. Yeah.
That was inevitable, right?
I mean, I don't watch the basketball, but Jesus Christ, I hear about it. Woo.
Oh, he's just,
I'll bet
he
Jeff
beat
is
Kansas, but man, he got all the recruits. He just couldn't win the big games, man.
Yeah.
All right, go back to your picks. So I know we got a D end, a D tackle, a slot corner, a linebacker, a safety. I feel so good about it, but we have hammered the defense. You almost have to go offense at this point, right?
Where's our slot? Where's our Yoshi replacement? Let's get this over with.
So let's look at receivers. Let's look at – because we still need a swing tackle too.
Here's your wide receivers.
Oh, Chop, there you go, buddy.
Yeah.
Your LSU guy.
That's not who I'd take, though.
The one that stands out to me is Kendrick Law from Kentucky, originally at Alabama. Everybody likes Zachariah Branch.
Ooh,
Kendrick Law is a lesser than but similar skill set. Get the ball in his hands, let him make plays. Explosive, shifty, can probably give you some return ability. Kendrick Law would be a good pick if you go slot. Let's look at offensive tackle and tight end, right? Because we've talked about those positions as something else you could still add to, especially here on day 3.
Offensive tackle.
Yeah, I don't love what's out there at the offensive tackle.
Me neither.
So let's go to tight end. I would take Kendrick Law over any of those tackles right now. Kozil, Delp,
That's my guy.
Daquan Wright, really good size, a better receiver than people think. There's good options here at tight end.
I like Lake McCray too from USC.
Yeah.
Oscar Delp too.
Where's that guy? Is that Notre Dame guy? He's gone, isn't he?
Yeah, Eli Raridan's definitely gone. As he should be. I mean, that's probably a third-round pick in my eyes, even with the injury history.
Oh, wow.
All right, Chop, back up. Tight end here. I don't know why they have Miles Kitselman. So, no, tight end you were already on.
Oh. So
Dustin, it's your birthday once again. No, not Kitselman. No.
Okay.
No. He's not even.
This is Dustin's guy right here.
Can you hit receipt? Yeah. Can we go? Yeah, that's my guy. Big dude.
Yeah,
Can get open. Yeah.
6'7".
Yeah, exactly.
He is your red zone target.
Right.
Highly productive. Yeah, he's not going to give you much in the blocking game. So, but if Gesicki gets hurt, he's playing all his snaps. But also, even with Gesicki, it's a guy you have as a red zone, and we struggle in the red zone still. You know what I mean? So, bringing in a guy with his kind of size, jump ball ability. Yeah, I like it. Honestly, I like it. Kozil here, great.
Let's do it.
You said that guy can't block very well, right?
No, he's versatile. Like he's kind of like some of these college tight ends that probably need some help in that area. Maybe never become a great blocker, but as far as like Dale was mentioning, like a Mike Gesicki backup, so to speak, or utilizing in the red zone.
Yeah, and you're in the 6th round.
Yeah.
Tacario Davis should not be here, by the way. Somebody I recently clipped up, but I've known about him since 2023 when he was at Arizona and had an 80-something coverage grade at Arizona. I know we took Terrell. Like, I would take Tacario Davis without – I know it's doubling down at a position that you don't think, oh, the Bengals need bodies there. Tacario Davis should not be on the board.
Who is our Brew Crew member that screams for Red Murdoch?
Well, me.
Is that you? I see him down here. Red Murdoch.
No, I love. He's a thumper, like in general. But we have Jacob Rodriguez.
Yeah.
So it's like I don't think we have to go that route. I still expect this to add some kind of body, whether it's a starter or not, in free agency.
This guy, right?
Yeah, he is good. He's 6'4". His relative athletic score was in the 9s. Like, dude's a playmaker. Like, obviously he shouldn't be here. He's going, like, he's probably trending 3rd round, like not getting out of day 2, let alone round 6. So part of me is like, we don't take him because it's cheating. What else do we need? Like, slot receiver, let's look at that at least.
Yeah,
like, we're not going to cheat and take Tacario Davis because, like, he shouldn't be here.
Here's wide receiver.
Law is still there. Like,
yep.
I mean, Caden is a fun little gadget guy.
Gadget and return.
Yeah.
We could wait around for that and just make this mock draft look pretty.
Mm-hmm.
What about quarterback?
Do?
We don't have a backup quarterback.
Yeah, as of right now.
I mean, you want to look at that?
There's
Jalen Green
again.
Cole Payton. Come on. What are we doing? He's going to be off the board.
I want my Mountain FCS football guy.
All right, Cole Payton it is, Chop. Cole
Payton.
Backup quarterback, lefty, which, that changes a lot of things. But, man, dude's just a baller.
All right, we're back on the clock again at pick 221.
So we can go receiver. And now I think we just take Caden Weegan. We have a dynamic returner and a guy who hasn't had a lot of action in the slot, but playing at Iowa, there's not a lot of guys. Like this is your kick returner, this is your punt returner. This is a weapon that can change the game and fill position. Yeah. 7th round, I take that swing all day long. How about you, Dustin?
I love it. I mean, when you get later in the draft, you do want that like versatility where they can contribute on special teams, like a Tyson Anderson, so to speak. So
well, we're up again already. So what position?
I didn't think we had any more picks left.
We got one. Look at this, man. Pick 226.
Hey, we got comp picks.
Yeah. What position? Do you want to look at any position or look at just best players available right now? You know what? You think our guys there from Landon Robinson?
Probably not.
Probably not. Yeah.
Go to guard, but if you could.
Well, did we ever get a tackle?
Or no, we didn't get a tackle.
We can look at guard and tackle because some of these guards and tackles, Oh, I like Micah Morris a lot.
There you go. Guard and tackle. Got them both up.
Yeah, I like Micah Morris too.
I think Fa'amoe would be a good pick here from Wake Forest. He's a guy I don't love. I think he's definitely probably going to kick inside, but he's played pretty much all at tackle. But I do love Morris, if you're just looking guard. And he's played at tackle too, and Georgia. Let's just take Morris because Georgia.
No. Makes sense. Now we're done. We're getting analyzed right now. We're being graded.
Yeah, I don't care what their grade is. Our grade. Yeah, they can hate my Terrell pick. I love it. They can hate. How do you hate Cole Payton in round 6? That's crazy to me. But to recap, Avion Terrell, cornerback, Clemson, immediately slots in the slot as your starter at cornerback. Jacob Rodriguez, linebacker. I think he starts. I think he's better than Barrett Carter. I think he's a playmaker. I think he's a culture. You didn't get Caleb Downs in this. You got Jacob Rodriguez. I think you got one of the most culture-setting players you could get here. R. Mason Thomas, man, you just added some juice. You went out of your comfort zone, Bengals. You didn't get the size guy. Great, good. You got enough of those. Get an R. Mason Thomas that can absolutely rush the passer. Grayson Holton, defensive tackle, love him. I think that's a steal in the 3rd round. I'd take him in the 2nd. Legitimate pass rushing juice. Gets to learn now from Jonathan Allen, BJ Hill. God, I would love that pick. Zakee Wheatley. Man, you just upgraded your safety room. You're feeling good about that. Tanner Kozel in the 6th. Tight end, that's a Mike Gesicki replacement / whatever. If Mike's injured, he's in, but also you can still play him because he's a red zone threat. Big target, 6'7". Cole Payton, backup quarterback, lefty, but man, there's a ton of talent there, and you can find packages for him.
Right.
You can put him in and let him run the ball. Goal line, just give it to Cole Payton. He'll get you 1 yard. I guarantee it. Caden Weejan from Iowa. Slot receiver upside. Huge slot receiver upside. He looked really good at the Shrine Bowl and is a dynamic returner. And then Micah Morris has played almost every spot on the offensive line except center. Was really good at guard this year, but has kicked out to tackle. You feel good about him in the 7th round, especially being a replacement for Cody Ford eventually, like a guy that could probably fill 4 positions when you need him because he's got great size, good athleticism. So I think that's a great draft, boys.
As long as Cody Ford keeps playing at this high level, and also now he's a tight end, I don't know. He's making himself awfully valuable.
Yeah, I always like the bottom of drafts because you can have a little fun. You get the fun toys and mold them into something.
Wade, I love you. Fuck you, man. If we were picking, that would be a slam dunk fucking draft.
Yeah, we got Grayson Holton and R. Mason Thomas. You kidding me? What do you not like about that?
Yeah, I don't know how you could not like this draft. If you actually have watched all these prospects, we got a bunch of dogs. Oh, Fuzzy Balls with the super chat. I didn't even see this. Greg, you're supposed to let me know. Go back to the screen. I go on a big screen when we're doing mock drafts. I'd much rather get an impact wide receiver in the 3rd round than a potential pick in the 5th. I hear you. That's fair, but man, our 3rd round pick was Grayson Halton. You know, Fuzzy.
I would take him in the 2nd.
I love that guy.
What do you think now that Peter Woods isn't running the 40 in that, and his pro day kind of wasn't great? What's the gap between Peter Woods and Grayson Halton now?
I mean, I said the other day, like, Grayson Halton in the 2nd greater than Peter Woods in the 1st. Period. Point
Yeah,
blank.
but what now? Pick 41. They're both there.
Oh yeah, I have to be true to my board. I would still go Peter Woods.
Yeah,
but it's not crazy to go Grayson Halton. It's not
right. Well, I just keep going back with Peter Woods. I keep going back to the time that I asked you if it was Peter Woods or Walter Payton. Not Walter Payton.
Walter Payton, man of the year.
Yeah, no. Who's the fucking guy that Arizona got last year right before we picked?
Walter Nolan.
Walter Nolan. So if it was Peter Woods and Walter Nolan, going into the draft, you told me Peter Woods. So I hang on to that.
Well, I said it was close, and that was months ago. And now that the way the draft process played out, being 15 pounds lighter, I know he had at his pro day he had the ankle injury or whatever, tweak, hamstring tweak, whatever he had. I don't think he had anything, to be honest. I worry about how much I would take Walter Nolan over Peter Woods right now.
Yeah,
the way the draft process is played out. And based on their film, one guy had 6.5 sacks in the SEC, and one guy had 2 sacks in the ACC.
Yeah.
Walter Nolan was a better prospect than Peter Woods.
Yeah.
With the way everything played out.
Yeah.
Yeah, and his production has just declined over the years.
I'll be right back. You guys chat about it.
Yeah, I got to hop off of here, but you boys enjoy the rest of your weekend. I hope you get to enjoy the 13th and maybe some early St. Patty Day celebrations.
I don't work at Psych Emergency tonight, so I will have a chance to enjoy the 13th.
Nice.
God help all my coworkers down there.
We just got to throw a full moon into it, too. And then
Greg, you missed it. Fuzzy Balls had another super chat.
See you, boys.
See ya. Happy birthday, Dustin.
Yeah, thanks, guys.
Happy birthday,
Good
brother.
day. Thanks, man.
Hey.
Let's see if we can find that other one. That one. Oh, yeah, all the way up here. Let's see. If we could add Antonio Williams, Clemson wide receiver, in the 3rd round, he would fit in the 3rd round wide receiver slot and add a lot of offensive firepower. Now, this is one that Dale, when he's done watering the dog, would be a good one at answering. I apologize. I was on a whole nother screen, Fuzzy Balls. Dale, Fuzzy Balls pointed out with a $2 super chat that he had also put another $5 super chat. So I scrolled up, and this is a question for you.
Sorry, that's what I do with Fuzzy Balls. I take the fuzz.
That's right.
Take a bite.
Got to taste that little bit.
Yeah, Antonio Williams. Obviously, we talked about him the other day. That's Fuzzy Balls' guy. Like, if we get him, he'll be pumped. I like him too. I got him late 2nd round guy, so getting him in the 3rd, man, I'm all for it. He would improve this team. We talk about somebody that needs to create separation quickly. That's what Antonio Williams does. The only concern is the injuries, which is why the only reason he might be available in the 3rd round is he's had some injuries throughout his career.
Yeah. All right, man. What else? Friday night, Dale.
I'm going to be on with Sports Strawberry Ice at 5:30. It's about 5 o'clock. We'll turn it over to Greg. What you got, Greg? I think he's supposed to be.
What I got?
Got 2 turntables and a microphone.
Yep.
Appreciate you, Paul.
Appreciate you, buddy. Thank you. Wade. Thank you. But I'm going to keep my mouth shut.
Greg, Wade's talking to you, buddy. You and Wade
Wade, I'm on your side, man. I'm on your side. I don't want to get my hopes up or anything, but dude,
Where do you stand?
Look. Here's what I'm going to say. If what's his name walks in that office, our true general manager, Joe Burrow, and says something, damn it, I'm going to do everything I can right there, man. It just makes a lot of sense to me. I know I'm living in a fantasy land. I'm sorry. I'm just going to enjoy this as much as I can. We'll see what happens, and probably nothing. But I'm just saying, if this did happen in my fantasy world, we would ace it. We would have aced this free agency. And you guys could have said different, and that's fine. That's okay. But I'm just saying, this makes a whole shitload of sense right now. Is all I'm going to say.
Let me just ask this, though, Greg. I know you get your guys every year, and you're like Zach Natty and something Natty, and this year be Crosby Natty. But, like, I was just thinking, like, who was our natty guy that came that you were like something natty that came?
Zeke Natty?
Yeah, when you were doing all that, I would, I don't know, man. Like, I would take
you're
pick
entitled
10.
to your own opinion, and that's fine. I've learned over the years, everybody has the right to their own opinion. That's fine. You disagree with me? That's fine. I'm just telling you how
Who said I disagree with you?
It's just a discussion, Greg. You're getting all
Who said I
Greg's
disagree
getting
with you?
heated about this.
Man, I never said anything of the sort.
No, okay. I'm just telling you, if you did disagree with me, that's fine. Yeah.
Ryan says no chance they're trading for Max. Probably not on the table. Also wouldn't give up a high pick next year for him. I think that's the key. It's okay, more like I know. Let me, and then I'll toss it back to you. And maybe we're saying the same thing here, Greg. Pick 10 and not a first rounder because of that failed physical. The price dropped, right? So it's one first rounder. I am still very iffy on giving up pick 10 for Crosby, but when the draft fell the way it did, which is why we traded down, Downs was off the board, Styles, Bain, Bailey, like all the big guys that we've talked about us wanting that would be difference makers. On draft day, that's when I'd go, okay, Raiders, pick 10, Max Crosby. So I think for me, the way the mock draft we just did, that's when I would feel good about pick 10 straight up for Max Crosby. And honestly, with what was there, the Raiders could get Carnell Tate with that pick 10.
No. I mean,
it makes sense for both teams, to be fair.
I have a feeling it would make cost more than that. How about this? Depending on how much Max plays, you have to get rid of the first pick in general. Say if Max doesn't play, depending on how much Max plays, it could be a conditional first round pick, but it could also be a second if he doesn't play a certain amount of Would you back? I would not back off from that. I'd still do it.
Now, what was it?
Okay, first round pick, our 10th pick. Depending on how much he plays, like say if he plays the full 16 games, whatever next year, we'd have to get rid of a first round pick. But say if he's not fully healthy and he misses a certain amount of games, it would turn into a second round pick.
For 2027?
Yes.
Nah, man, I'm not doing it because next year's class is expected to be loaded. I also, in general, I thought the Ravens were giving up too much. We all were. We all were like two first-round picks is too much. Any possibility it could be 2 first-round picks, I don't think it's worth it to get Max Crosby with the injuries and getting closer to 30. Like, I get that he could be a difference maker. I do. Like, that's why I'm like, if it's pick 10 straight up and the draft falls a certain way, awesome. Awesome. I can't do a first and a second even, Greg. If it was straight up a first this year, a second next year, I don't think I'd do that.
Okay. That's fine.
That's
fine.
That would probably be the maximum. There would be no way to bump it to a first, Greg. A first this year, a second next year, that's it. Even then, I'd feel uncomfortable about it.
Yeah, no,
I would do a first this year.
You feel that way. That's fine. You feel that way. I respect that. I'm just saying, Burrow's going to be 30 years old this year. He's going to be 30 years old.
It's a quarterback.
I'm tired of drafting young.
Different.
Chop, just 1 second, please. I'm just saying, he's going to be 30 years old and all that, man. Time is ticking. I'm sorry, man. This is just how I feel. I want to roll the dice. Let's roll the dice. That's just my take. So go ahead.
No, I get it. Go ahead, John. I was just going to say I get it from the sense of you got to make Burrow happy. It's not necessarily about the age. It's about, like, if we're sitting here a year from now, like I talked about earlier, and Burrow's wanting out, we've really fucking screwed the pooch. So if like Max Crosby would make him happy, and KP's saying like, if it was Jalen Carter, you know what I mean? Like, yeah. But now that we added Jonathan Allen, I don't even think they're thinking that. I also don't think Philly's thinking that. I think Philly was only thinking about trading him when they were going to keep Jalen Phillips, and he went elsewhere for $30 million per year.
I think pick 10's enough, man. It's a top 10 pick. Like, take it or fucking leave it. Like, and you listen, if you want to look at it from our point, look, I think Max Crosby's a good player, but he is 29 years old. He's got a fucked up knee that he just got fixed, and I still think he plays at a high level, Greg, but I'm not giving more than a top 10 pick. Okay. It's top 10 pick. You know how valuable that is in the draft? You know how many pieces they can get at that?
But why are we treating this? Why are we treating this like it's a torn Achilles? It's a meniscus. It's a meniscus. He can recover from that. He's not even 30 years old. He'll be 29 soon. No,
yeah, he is recovering from that. I'm just saying, man, you want to give the bank, and I don't think just because Baltimore gave way too much doesn't mean that he's worth that much. You know, I think you're looking at it like, oh, he's worth 2 first-round picks. That's not the case at all. Baltimore way overpaid, and they figured that out before they signed him.
No,
I'm going to say Ryan's coming in, and Ryan, you are now the Raiders, and you're saying I want pick 10, and I want Shamar Stewart. So I feel like I got my 2 first. I get another edge rusher, and I'm going to counter that, Ryan. I'm the Bengals, and I'm countering your offer. They're not even on the phone because it's the Bengals, but
yeah.
Speaking of,
no. Let me ask you this. Okay,
let
me ask you this. Would you
do it? No, I'm countering. I will give them pick 10 and Andre Yosavash. Now they have an elite receiver to go with Fernando Mendoza and pick 10.
You're going to go down that road, huh? All right. Let me ask you this. Would you say instead of a first and the conditional thing I just brought up, would you do one of the thirds knowing we're going to get an extra 3rd-round pick next year? One of the 3rd-round picks for next year.
What is it?
So our first this year and a 3rd-round pick next year, knowing we're going to get the compensatory pick for Trey.
Yeah, I mean, I think that's like the sweet spot of where you give up more than pick 10. It's to give up a third because right now you're still getting the comp pick and the trade shouldn't factor into it.
Yeah. No, hey, and like I said, Dale, I respect your opinion. I respect everybody's opinion here. I'm just stating how I feel personally.
No, I get it. Like, we want impact, right? And there's not a lot. And I feel like the Bengals missed out on Devin Lloyd, who they were reportedly in discussions with. They missed out on some guys. Like, I don't think they weren't trying to do more. So maybe they're still looking to do more in another way, which would probably be a trade.
Exactly. And let me tell you something. One more thing about Crosby. I'm not speaking from his talent. We can agree. He's got that perfect mentality in him. How much have we talked about how much we like perfect? He's got that get in your face type, to shove it up your ass. He's going to tell you to fuck off. If you're not playing well, he's going to tell you to fuck off pretty much.
Man, I can hire somebody to get out there and tell him to fuck off for more than a 1st-round pick next year.
Okay, that's fine, Chop. Good. That's fine. But
I'm just saying, I think Max Crosby's a great player. I know. Like more than a top 10 pick. First of all, Baltimore's pick 14. Pick 14 and pick 10 are a lot different.
That's true.
It's pick fucking 10. What the hell?
If you're trading up from I wish I had the trade value chart in front of me.
No. Hey, let's talk about this.
If you're trading up from 14 to 10, I'm trying to think the trade value chart is probably at least the 3rd rounder, you know?
Yeah.
So I don't know. But yeah, it's not a 1st rounder. Right. So maybe it is a 1st and 2nd. Like, no, I'm thinking of this in my head, Greg.
You're right.
Thinking of the value chart. I'm not coming.
Maybe it's the 1st and 3rd. If it's the 3rd that comes up to get you the trade from 14 to 10, maybe it's the 1st and the 3rd. Like if you say a 1st and a 3rd for next year, I feel a lot better. But not the 2nd.
Pick this year and a 3rd next year, I think would be like, all right, and you got Max Crosby. I think we'd all be excited. That would be a good trade for now and the future. A 1st and one of the 3rds next year, knowing you got the comp pick. It's great. I think we all just agreed. That's the That's the trade.
See,
Now
we
just
worked
make
it out.
it
That's
happen.
the trade. All
Put
right.
this and send it to
We
Mike Brown.
worked it out.
Let's do this. All right. See, here we go.
It was
Right.
tense. It was tense negotiations between the three of us here.
Yeah.
Now
All
we just
right,
need to
Figured
do.
it out.
We all
I
need to
brought
get
up-
in the
hey,
car.
That's why we're not signing any free agents. I just figured it out. Why we're savoring that direct compensation. It all adds up. And
Now
you know
we
who
need to
have
get a
thank?
hold of Orlando
Thank you,
Brown.
Baltimore Ravens.
Orlando Brown Jr. can represent us, and we can go into Mike Brown's office and present this deal.
Yes, we
here
need
go.
to get on the phone with Orlando Brown. He's your best
Let me
friend.
call him. Holy
He's your best
shit,
friend,
he calls
Scott.
you.
He's your best friend.
Now, what is low key a little bit sad, Greg, is there was this one time Trey Henderson,
It's
because now he's dead to us.
Hey, if you get this message, I need you to give me a call because we got a plan worked out for Crosby on Bengals and Brews. Let me know when we can hook up. I'll meet you down there at Paycor. Let's go see Mr. Brown. I know he's probably sleeping by now, but maybe tomorrow. Just get a hold of me when you get this message. All right. Bye. All right. We'll see what happens.
There we go, guys. We just figured it out.
Probably get Max Crosby before the
Probably
weekend's
getting Max
over.
Crosby now.
Yeah.
So
I mean, I
next
think
mock
we
dra-
have-
next mock draft we do, we need to start at second round.
Yeah. Like, who are we taking in the second round with Max Crosby already on this team?
Yeah,
It's
why are we
already
talking
here,
first
man.
round of hell with this?
Yeah, the trench is covered, man. We got Allen in here. We got Crosby. Let's go.
Yeah.
Linebacker.
Boye Mafe.
It's going to
Yeah.
stick to the same thing we just got.
Yeah,
because
we
we're
would
gonna
take
stick to Rodriguez.
J-Rod. Yeah, Rodriguez.
Uh-oh. Here.
No, like you said, Dale. I was getting a little. We were getting a little heat, not heated, just a little debatable, but we all worked it out.
Well, Greg, you're the one that gets heated, to be fair.
It's
Like,
true.
I was calm the entire time.
Me too.
You were getting very upset.
Anytime anybody
It's
was like, I'm not sure, Greg, you're like, God damn it. Well, everybody's going to have their own opinion.
Greg is very passionate. He's a passionate man.
I'm just telling y'all that's how I feel. And all
I
that
mean,
stuff.
raise your hand on this show if you've been passionate enough to rub chunky peanut butter all over yourself. Raise your hand.
Oh
if
man,
you-
that happened. Look, when the Bengals sign someone, damn right I'll get excited. Fuck yeah, I will.
Yeah.
You can bait me on that.
Fuzzy balls, man, paying for the show. here.
Jeez, Fuzzy, you're the man, dude.
I know. He's not going to tell Jeff he's fucked now. Fuzzy done spent the money. Unburdening ourselves from Shamar Stewart, Mr. Potential, who's inconsistent and doesn't put up the production. If we could get a better D lineman, okay. Max Crosby for
Well, yeah, that was the other idea. Like, Max
Yeah.
Crosby for Shamar and pick 10. They feel like they get 2 first-round picks.
okay. That's fine. That'll work. I'm down.
I would do it. I would do
I
that.
bet you Shamar go out there and ball out though, man. That's just the Bengals luck. But we'd still get Crosby, and that's good. I'd
There
be
we
down.
go.
I have concerns if Shamar loves football
Yeah.
Yeah.
because of the way things went down last year, then the injuries, which injuries happen. But the coaches talked about that, did they not? Duke Tobin talked about that. Like, he needs to be all in this year, you know. And it's like, was he not last year?
Right. Yeah.
I mean, we haven't talked about that, but that's a real concern for me about Shamar. And listen, I thought he flashed at the end of the year. I still see the potential. I don't hate Shamar.
No.
I hope he does good. I hope he does like who is it? Paul. Paul says here, thinks he had a welcome to the NFL rookie season, and hopefully he surprises us this year.
I hope you're right, Paul.
I hope
Paul, I could see it. Like, he's
I hope
just
he's
so he's so damn talented. Like,
Yes.
don't waste that, you know? Don't waste it, man. There's not very many people that God gave the gifts that you have, brother. Like, you have some gifts.
I mean, there's me and him.
Yeah, basically, that's the list.
That's the list. Me and Shamar Stewart giving these physical gifts.
And Myles Garrett, you know, because, like, remember he was compared to Myles
Garrett.
Garrett at the Combine last year.
right.
It's
He
like
was
Myles
Myles
Garrett, Shamar Stewart, and Pork Chop.
Yep.
That's right.
Yeah.
That's right. So far, he's leaned a little heavy towards the pork chop comparison and not the Myles Garrett comparison. I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah. We need a little more Myles Garrett out of him.
A little bit
and
more Myles on the
less
pork
chop.
When you're on the pork chop to Myles Garrett meter,
Yeah.
we're gonna need you a little closer to Myles Garrett.
Oh man, that's a good shirt. Like a meter of Shamar Stewart.
The pork chop to Myles Garrett.
The pork chop to Myles Stewart meter. Can we get Shamar Stewart closer to the middle? That's all we want.
I know. Hey, I did make a like a jersey for Brian Cook.
Nobody's going to buy it, Chop.
I know. Nobody's going to buy that except some UC.
Chop texted this. Top texted me yesterday. What do you think of this? Do you like it? And I bought it. And he's like, well, I assume you liked it. I'm like, no, I fucking hate it. No, it's awesome. Chop did amazing.
The Chop-o-meter.
Hold on, let me see here.
Chop, you kicked ass on that one, brother.
Well, I was going to say, like, could we sign Bobby Wagner just so Chop could make the shirt that he already put
the
out?
Bobby Hill shirt. Chop. That would be.
That would be cool, right?
I would click buy in a heartbeat.
There's the jersey.
If we sign Bobby Wagner, I'm 100% buying that. Chop, can you bring that up as well? Yes, get the Brian Cook Bengals. If you're a Bengals Bearcat fan, there's your shirt jersey of Brian Cook.
That Chop, that is fucking money, bro.
Yeah, and then I got the sleeves. I put the Leaping Tiger and the Bearcat.
No, the classic Bearcat logo, Chop. That was the icing on the cake. That was good too. Yes.
Yeah. What was the? Oh, I got to get that Bobby Wagner thing. Where? Oh, I know where I put it.
Twitter. I was going to try to go to Twitter.
Oh yeah, I can go to Twitter. There you go. I'm pulling it.
Are you going to Twitter?
Yeah. I gotta go. I haven't looked there yet today.
Oh, I like this other shirt. The Cook. You didn't even pop that up.
Oh yeah, I didn't do that.
Oh, I didn't even see that one. I like that one
too. What college did Mafia go to?
Minnesota.
Man.
And he's a little older, somebody was saying too. Look at that one.
That one's cool. That one's a good one too.
I like that. And then it also has this one. And then I'm kind of afraid to scroll down Chop's feed.
There's nothing.
I know, right?
Yeah. Well,
here it is.
Here, watch. Look.
Yes.
If you take yours off, I got a full screenshot of it.
God damn it, Bobby.
Yeah.
Problem is 54 is retired by the Bengals, but still, that's awesome.
Yeah. Well, I mean,
we can put any number on that shirt. That is incredible. Yeah, the little King of the Hill.
Yeah, I know.
You want to bring yours up, Chop?
What?
You want me to take this one off?
Man, I just it's just a little bit bigger, but man, I just stared at that yesterday and I cracked myself up on that one. I'm not gonna lie.
It's pretty legit.
That's awesome, man.
And now we just need the Bengals to sign Bobby Wagner, so that can be a shirt in the chop shop.
So I will literally put that shirt in the chop shop.
You may even have to put "Damn it, Bobby, we need you." Yeah. Damn it, Bobby, we got you. I don't know. Right. Maybe just say nothing. It's just the shirt.
Just nothing. Just Bobby. Just Bobby standing there on the Ohio River.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Real ones will get it.
Yes, they will.
They'll know. Real ones will know.
Right. God damn it, Bobby.
Hey, man, fun show, guys. I'll be on with Sports with Strawberry Ice at 5:30. Man, I love Greg. I love Pork Chop. I love Dustin. Dustin's birthday. Happy birthday.
Happy birthday.
Pork Chop's birthday. It's everyone's birthday once again. If anyone's got a birthday,
that's
happy
right.
birthday.
It's everybody's birthday.
If anyone's had a birthday within the last 6 months, happy birthday.
Or if you will have a birthday in the next 6 months, also early, happy birthday.
And maybe if your birthday is if you're a leap year baby, instead of every 4 years, happy birthday to you for the next 3 till your next one.
Absolutely, Chop.
Matt Walker. Thank you, sir.
Man. Did you order the jersey?
I don't know. I didn't look exactly what it was.
Matt Walker always on it.
I know. He's got the whole collection. He got the T-shirt. I do like that T-shirt. Oh, he got
said,
the shirt and the T-shirt. He got the collection. He got the
He
whole
got-
set.
Oh, he's ready, man.
He got the matching set.
Appreciate you, Matt. Appreciate anybody that supports the show, supports the Chop Shop, and supports Midwest Best Barbecue. You all are the best, man.
Thank you.
Happy birthday, Pork Chop. Happy birthday, Pork Chop. Happy birthday, dear Pork Chop. Happy birthday to you.
Yes, thank you guys. You're my friends.
And happy birthday, Dustin. It's his birthday
Yes,
today.
and happy
but-
birthday, Dustin.
And
It's his
my
real
brother
birthday.
and my kids later this month.
Oh.
But happy birthday to Pork Chop, who didn't actually get a birthday because he's a leap year baby. But
True.
happy birthday to Pork Chop.
Happy
Thank
birthday,
you.
Steph.
Thank you. Are we out?
Oh no, not yet. But
Oh, okay.
I love you guys.
Love you.